Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you take a look in our final example, we are given x squared plus 5x plus 6, and we are asked to factor this trinomial. So I've already started to prepare this a bit on a Google Doc. We have the exact same trinomial here. We also have our box and our diamond. So you might be wondering, why do we have an x squared and a 6 here? Well, we know that our a term is always going to go in the top left. Our a term is always right here next to x squared. And our c term is always going to be right here in the bottom right. Our c term is, of course, 6, so that's going to go in the bottom right. Both of our b terms will essentially be in these two boxes here, which is top right and bottom left. And we know that if we were to add these two numbers together, they would have to equal 5x. So the best way to find out what goes on the top right and bottom left, what are our two b terms, are to start with what I like to call the box and the diamond. So we've already got our box started. Let's take a look at our diamond. Now, if you remember correctly, a diamond problem has a multiplication problem on the top and an addition problem down below. So we need to find these two left and right sides based on what we know. Well, what we know is that in order to get to the top, you need to multiply your c term and your a term. So our a term is x squared, our c term is 6, and 6 times x squared is 6x squared. Let's go ahead and fill that in here. And we'll call this 6x squared. And I get that it's not going to be beautiful because this is a text box and it's kind of really hard to get equations on a text box. So let's go ahead and save and close. We also know that down below is going to be our b term. Well, our b term is 5x. So let's go ahead and put that in as well. 5x. Wonderful. So now all we have to do is figure out, what do we know adds to 5x and multiplies to 6x squared? Well, let's think of all the different ways we can get to 6x squared. Well, we can do 6x times x. That'll get us 6x squared. We can also do, how about 3x times 2x? That'll work as well. We could also do the negative versions of these, right? Negative 6x and negative x, then negative 3x and negative 2x. But I can tell you guys right now, these aren't going to work. And the reason they're not going to work is because if you add these up, you're going to end up with a couple of negative numbers. And we're clearly looking for a positive number here. So let's go ahead and get rid of these negatives. But just know that negative times negative is indeed positive. So those are different multiplication options we have as well. So in order to find out which of these will work, is remember, we're looking for the number 5. So if we were to add a 6x and an x, would that give us 5x? Well, let's try. 6x plus x is actually equal to 7x. It's not what we're looking for. Let's flip this one. 3x plus 2x is going to give us 5x, and that is what we are looking for. So we can now put our 3x and our 5x to the left and the right, which is just kind of a useless step when we've gotten this far. Let's instead put them here and here. Now, it's not going to matter if you put the 3x down below or up top. It's not going to matter if you put the 2x down below or up top. Just choose a spot to put your 3x, choose a spot to put your 2x, and that'll be good enough. All right, one of our last steps is just going to be what goes on the outside. Well, the best way to get x squared here is to do an x on top and an x on the side. And the best way, once we have an x on the left, to get 3x would be to put a positive 3 here. Likewise, if we have an x top, the best way to get that 2x here would be to multiply by 2. This means we have x plus 3 on top and x plus 2 on the side. And that is actually going to be our two factors for x squared plus 5x plus 6. Our answer will be x plus 3, x plus 2. Thank you very much for watching this video.